Yeah, so some people just suck at certain things, you know? Some people can try and try and try, but they still don't do it right. And I feel like of all things to suck at and to acknowledge that you suck at, you know, relationships, you wish that more people would realize that and acknowledge that, but they don't, because they don't know how to be alone. If I've had the same experience with a number of different people in different particular time periods, you know, like this happened when I was a teenager, this happened in my early 20s, this happened in my late 20s, and this happened in my early 30s or my mid 30s, whatever. It's like, okay, obviously the problem is me. If I date different people that offer me different things, if I still do the same thing to somebody that I actually enjoyed having sex with, if I still react the same to that person that I do to people that I couldn't stand being around, it makes me sick to think that they were ever inside of me for any reason. Why would I even make the attempt if I know that it's not going to be good? And I know that because I've seen myself have the same type of allergic reaction. I feel like I'm fucking hyperventilating if I have to spend too much time with somebody, you know? It's like, why would I do that to myself if I don't have to? Actually, I'm gonna switch the sound. This is something that most people will never understand. This sentiment that I get from being all by my lonesome. I'm never alone, and I don't have a smartphone. I'd feel way more alone if I did what everyone insists that I do, to be more like you. I'd rather slit my wrist than do what you insist upon. I'd rather take your gun and put it in my mouth and pull the trigger than be like you. Every time you're insisting upon, okay, is my suicide. You don't see it that way. Because you project your insecurity onto me. Because you assume that I must be like you. So lonely. So lonely. Not everybody's lonely all because they're alone. But what's so bad about being lonely? I think a lot of people, they look at it like it's some sort of responsibility, and you just want to be free of your responsibility, the responsibility of having to play a role. Okay, these people are such fucking tools. It's not even funny. You know? It's like, I would rather just be my own person, do my own thing, do what makes sense to me. You know, I fell in love. I've fallen in love a few times. You know, I think I've been in love like maybe four times, 5 times maybe, I don't know. I've fucked, okay? I've made love. And it's like, if I'm not with that person for the rest of my life, and not to say that it was a meaningless experience that I didn't learn a lot from, you know, but it's just like, I guess I take that pretty seriously. When I was in my early 20s, I was an alcoholic, and I made a lot of mistakes because I was trying to kill myself. And I can laugh about it now because it's funny looking back on it. Even though it brings me a lot of shame, it's like, it's okay, Amy. We all make mistakes, at least you acknowledge yours. You know? Dude, this is the 3rd time that I have passed by this thing. You see it? You see this thing? At least it doesn't have a bunch of Cybertrucks on it. I'm so worried it's gonna like sideswipe me and I'm gonna get hit by like 5 vehicles at once. Does that make anybody else nervous driving behind one of these? Like, what if that Lincoln, you see that Lincoln up there? What if it just fell out of that truck? I mean, how does that not make people nervous? I'm just obsessed with death, so like, I'm always having intrusive thoughts involving death and sex. Yeah, I think that's why I don't enjoy sex, because I've always had intrusive thoughts involving sex, and it just hasn't been a fun experience for me. So I'm like, no, like, I don't want your penis intruding upon my vagina. Fuck you. Is that funny? I think it's pretty funny. But yeah, relationships, it's like, it is intrusive. And since that's how I look at it, I don't have any faith in it, so why would I do it? And if I have the experience to prove why I don't have faith in it, if I pay attention to the way that I react, and the way that other people react to me, and it's not positive, and people still can't wrap their heads around that. It's like, no, you couldn't possibly be happy like this. A lot happier than I would be doing what you think I should do. And I think that I'm probably going to be a way better source of my own happiness, you know? Like, I probably have a way better idea than a bunch of numbskull narcissists.